morning, everybody. Ma Terry here, and you know we are at my favorite park. What's the park's name? Private property, no trespassing. You know, I got a lot on my mind today, but I also have a noisy airplane overhead. Sorry about that, guys. Hold on. You know, it is so high up there. I can't see the airplane, but now I'm going to describe that as the Harley Davidson of the skies. Those little planes make a lot of noise, don't they? It's like, oh. All right, I got a heavy heart this morning, guys, and I'm going to tell you why. Totally unscripted. You know, I have been houseless, homeless for, oh, here we go. We have friends. For a long, long time. Good morning, Mr. Fish. And, you know, we're going to talk about that right after we greet the fish. What should I do? See, I've grown to love living in my van. I love it. I love exploring places, hiking. Well, let's get back to the fish, shall we? I feel like a fish living in a house. I really do. Hey, guys. Guys, I'm coming back to say hi. Oh, oh, there comes a turtle. There comes a turtle. I feel like the fish in the lake, you know? It's like surrounded by the whole world, and I get to swim in a fishbowl. I do. Now then, is my fishbowl really, really pleasant? It is. Do I really enjoy Mr. Louie's company? I do. So what's the problem? The problem is once you start traveling, and once you decide, you have to decide to fall in love with it, then I'm in love with the lifestyle of traveling. I've been to places that people only dream of. I really have. I've done things. Who was it? Someone was talking to me. Oh my gosh, this is an odd one. I hope you're okay. That looks like a boo-boo on your head. Oh my gosh, I hope you're okay. Someone told me, you know, and it's so funny. It was a homeowner. And, you know, they run their butt ragged all the time, trying to afford the house that they live on. And you know what they told me? I could never poop in a bucket. And it's like, get over it. No, okay, you just continue on, run yourself ragged, do what you do. And you know what? You keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you get. You know, there is America is the greatest country on the planet. Okay, I'm not being political, but I mean, we have, and it is to me because this is where I'm from. This is all I know. Well, I went to Korea in the military, but we're getting back to, okay, so please don't write me hate mail. It's not so great. Why isn't there free everything for everybody? I don't want to hear it. We're not talking about that. We're talking about America, you know, the spirit of America. You know, people that have nothing, they come to this country, and I know quite a few of them, they come here so dirt poor, and they do things right, and they're millionaires. They really are, you know, and it's like, we have opportunity. You gotta look for the opportunity, but it's like, where was it? Okay, so Matt and Trey Parker, maybe they're brothers, maybe they're not. The people that did the South Park, which I love. Oh my God, they killed Kenny. I love South Park, okay? But I was watching a video today on Casa Bonita, Lakewood, Colorado. Oh my gosh, the Daily Woo did that video. It's like I was at Casa Bonita right before it closed down. I love Casa Bonita. It's in Lakewood, Colorado, and I am here. I'm not out exploring. I'm not out adventuring. I'm not out doing. I'm here. Hold on a second. And I should say there is nothing wrong with here. Where is here? I am in a beautiful house, like 2 miles from the beach, one of the greatest beaches in the world. I think San Diego has the 3rd highest population. People love it here. It's 70 degrees year round. People would love my lifestyle, but I feel like the fish in the water. I do. I love Mr. Louie with all my heart. And I hope he can get up and go camping. I really do. And I hope the camping fever catches him. It's like years ago, I was terrified of being homeless or houseless. And it's like, once I got my income under control and I got my needs under control, I'm happy. I love it. You know, at Bisbee, Arizona, not a lot of people have been to Bisbee, Arizona, or For that matter, Tombstone, Arizona. But these are great little quirky towns that have a rich history. It really does. I know I'm talking with so much passion. I never thought, oh, hello, Mr. Turtle. Deadwood, South Dakota. Well, oh, goodbye, Mr. Turtle. We explored Deadwood, South Dakota 2 years ago during the Creepy Tour, and I loved it. I loved the Creepy Tour. It was absolutely amazing. I mean, I went to Devil's Tower, Erie, Pennsylvania. It's like, by giving a tour, you know, your route, something, a name, you know, it forced me to explore so many things. And it's the explorer in me that really, really enjoys it. I do. And I'm not exploring. I'm not. And I have the opportunity to have a home base in San Diego with Mr. Louie, which I really enjoy, and then go out and explore. But it's like, I am so used to my routes. It's like, I hope he wants to explore with me, because it's like, I miss Las Vegas, not the Strip. I don't miss the Strip at all. The outlying casinos, the thrift stores. Las Vegas has so much more to offer than the Strip. You know, me and Mr. Louie, we went to a buffet. It wasn't the greatest buffet. It was like $12.95 off the Strip. And it was wonderful. They had the shrimp the way I liked it and everything off the Strip. You go to the Strip and a buffet's like at Circus, the crappiest food, hamburgers and hot dogs, it's like $30. And it's like, are you kidding me? I don't like that anymore. But it's like, Las Vegas has the hiking, the Red Rock that I love. Going to Boulder Dam, amazing. Boulder City is amazing too. So many amazing places, and usually I like spending a couple of weeks in Las Vegas, down to Bullhead, Mesquite, visit Karen up at St. George. Love Cedar City, you know. After Laughlin, I usually go to Lake Havasu, so much BLM land out there. Head out to Quartzsite, sometimes Yuma. Where is that? That place that I love with the saguaro, the cactuses that I love. The saguaro place, you know, the thing. And it's like, I'm home. It's hard. And it's stressful. You know, I'm trying to manage the stress. Now, am I taking off soon? You bet I am. I have one more day of pack-in. I bought me some pretty clothes, so I want to make sure to take that with me. I also got a chest mount so I can go out and videotape and walk, so you don't always have to look at my mug. Actually, you don't have to look at my mug. You can enlarge it. It don't hurt my feelings. But having a house gives me a lot of stability to build, you know, build my YouTube channel, you know. I'm more focused at the house. It may not seem like it, but I am. And I like, you know, a lot of the appliances I bought, you know, like the Dash Mini Maker and Grill. Well, some of them I'll take with me, only the 2, but I bought other things to go and try, and it's fun to play, and it's fun to play house. It is. But, you know, my dream plan is explore a lot of the United States, start putting Canada into the mix, and then maybe start over in England. I do have my big trip to the Galapagos Islands planned in 2 years. Oh my gosh, if that's not an eye-opener, I don't know what is. But that'll be pretty cool. And yeah. So I know I'm giving you a lot of gobbledygook. I am. But it's stressful when you love somebody, but you don't like their lifestyle. And it has nothing to do with that. It's just, I've gotten so used to traveling. And it was so funny. In Quartzsite, Arizona, I had the opportunity to talk to, well, I had the opportunity, but I didn't have a chance to talk to Minnie Van Lee. And I'm watching her channel, and her and Paul are thinking maybe they'll get a place, you know, to settle down. And I'm not sure how that's going. But what happened at Quartzsite, she invited me to camp, which was lovely of her. And just as I got introduced to Minivan Lee, this woman from either Canada or France or someplace with an accent, oh my God, it's Minivan Lee. She grabbed her up right in the middle of when we're talking and escorted her to her RV so they could talk together. And I think Minivan Lee should have said, excuse me, I was just in a conversation with this person, but she didn't. And you know, I don't, it's so hard. You don't want to turn off a fan, you know, but at the same time, it just wasn't proper. The person from whatever country they were from to scoop Minivan Lee up, and she really monopolized her time. They talked for hours. Well, actually, the girl talked for hours, which is something that I really hate, you know. It's like Minivan Lee wasn't talking to the girl was talking to Minivan Lee, so it's like, whatever. But yeah, I really wanted to talk to her. How do you make a relationship work? I don't have a freaking clue. But it's, you know, I'm not telling Mr. Louis he has to live my life. And Mr. Louis gives me the freedom to go off. But, you know, then you have guilt. You know, I feel guilty leaving him all alone. And, but the thing is he'll be fine. Maybe. You know, yeah, I do feel guilty, but yeah, we got to figure it out, you know, we do. I know, uncomfortable silence now. I don't know, guys, would you guys settle down? What would you do in my instance? It's a tough decision. And, you know, Mr. Louis is not putting anything on me. He's not saying stay or you're out or nothing like that. It's like, you know, there are real decisions I have to make. Like if I'm going to stay in San Diego and do my tripping, you know, I love my van, but it's not a hybrid, and parking lots in San Diego are crazy. It's really hard to find a parking spot for my minivan, and people can't even park their cars properly. They're always parked on the line. So when you have a much bigger vehicle, it's really harder to park. We're always like, are we going to hit the doors? Are we going to hit the doors? You know, in his van. So when I travel with him. So it's like, well, I did want a RAV4, but I don't want to make any permanent decisions. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Anyhow, that's the load of guff I have on my mind. It's like I don't want to give up my life, and I don't want to give up Mr. Louis. So we'll figure it out. We will. Plus, I have more problems to consider. I mean, you know, this isn't a problem if you're 20 years old. If you're 20 years old, good for you. You know, go out and enjoy life, or make enough money to retire at 40. It can be done. I know a person that retired at 36. From the print shop, so you do what you want, you know. But when you're older and you can hear that clock ticking, you know, that's, you know, my mom has dementia now, and it's like no one in the whole family has dementia, and I'm going to blame it. I'm not a doctor, so please don't get medical advice from me, but that woman has never eaten anything healthy in her life. She's always been severely overweight. She sits in front of the TV all day watching The Price is Right from the 70s, from not the new stuff. She watches all the Hollywood Squares. It's like, what is it, Me TV? It's like, that's her whole day. She doesn't want to go outside. She's never had any friends, you know. She just wants to be at home, leave her alone, and she's fine and happy. So, yeah, I'm not sure if that's why she got the dementia, but it is bad. And it's like, well, I'm 20 something years away from being her age. So that's something to consider. Life has an expiration date, you know. Your life has an expiration date. I know I keep asking about the telomeres, you know, are they come on guys, fix my telomeres. For those that don't know, telomeres shorten as you age. And when you're out of the telomere length, you're done, unless you get into an accident or you have cancer or something. But that's the way a lot of people age. And in my family, we lived till our 90s. So And no one ever had dementia. So this is the first. Like I said, diet, exercise. She has no activities. Her only activity is that channel changer thing. So yeah, it's like whatever. But yeah, can't fix that. So that's what I'm saying. Life has an expiration date, and you don't use it, you lose it. I'm out here hustling this morning, getting my oxygen going. And if you're sitting at home watching me, thank you. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe button, and comment below. But you can do many things when you're out walking. At nighttime, I play my video games, my slot machines. I no money, really. It's just a fake slot machine. But, or I watch videos. You can watch videos and walk at the same time. Mr. Louie bought me some nice headphones. The only reason why I don't wear them is because if it's just like our cars. If I pull up to the house and the Bluetooth is on, the car will grab him on the phone talking, or, you know, I'll be listening all of a sudden to his program, so I don't wear the Bluetooth stuff around him. Isn't that weird? It really is. But, he liked his headphones so much, he got me a matching one, and it's like, but they cross all the time, and I don't know how to fix that. So, whatever. I do know in the car to turn off the Bluetooth. Yeah. Now, what was I talking about? Besides, you only get one life. That's it. I mean it, you know. One life, that's it. You're done. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying you're going to go to heaven and meet this or meet that, or you're getting reincarnated. None of that. I just know I've been to enough funerals and watched people died and get cremated. That's it. That body is not going to Disneyland anymore. So you got to make hard choices. You do. I got to make hard choices, you know. The first hardest choice was I wanted to run so much from the shelter. But I'm like, if I do that, then I'll be financially bankrupt and struggling all my life. You know, the shelter got me my Social Security disability. The shelter, you know, had attorneys came in and sued the military for the trauma that I went through. And I got my service connected. So, yay, now I get free VA hospital care. It's the best. Just joking, guys. But I had to, for 2 years, you know, what was it like living in the shelter? It's like if I got up in the morning and went to the bathroom and locked the door, and another person wanted the bathroom, they would break down the door and literally throw me off the toilet. I had been punched a lot in the shelter. It's like, it was so ghetto. It was terrible, and it was terrifying. But it's like, you know what? I made up my mind to do it. Same way when I knew I didn't want to live in the Prius anymore, and I actually wanted the RAV4, but they only had one. It was during the mess. And so I got my van, and it's like, well, in order to go from the Prius to the van, you need to save so much money. And I sat on a rock, the rock being called like St. George. And then when it got hot there, I went up to Cedar City. Then when it got there, I sat up in Bryan's Head for like 3 months. I sat my butt down and I saved every penny I could. I lived on $300 a month until I could have enough money to get the van of my dreams. So, yeah, I'm pretty tough, aren't I? Anyhow, I'm going to hang up the phone right now, and, you know, put your thoughts in the comments below. I know I have everything I have here except my adventurous life, which I really miss. All right, guys, I'm going to poke you, poke, and see you all down the road. Bye.